Thank you. Good evening. I'm Tom Demmer, State Representative from Dixon. As Representative Spain mentioned, in August of 2020, we began a very important process to investigate Speaker Mike Madigan as a result of a petition that was filed in accordance with House rules. That investigation was based around a single charge, and it stemmed from the deferred prosecution agreement that was entered in federal court earlier that summer. The charge was not a criminal charge. It was not a tribunal to evaluate his criminal guilt or innocence. It was a charge under House rules to determine whether or not Mike Madigan had engaged in conduct unbecoming a legislator. The Special Investigative Committee was convened. 3 House Democrats were appointed. 3 House Republicans were appointed. Myself, Representative Deanne Mazzocchi, were both Republican members on that Special Investigative Committee. And from the very beginning, we sought to get the full story of what conduct Speaker Madigan had engaged in, who was responsible, and how we could hold individuals accountable. From the very beginning, the then chairman of the committee, Representative Chris Welch, and I reached out to U.S. Attorney John Lausch and had a personal conversation with him about our efforts to investigate in the Special Investigative Committee and how it interacted with the ongoing investigation in the U.S. Attorney's Office. He assured us in that conversation and assured us multiple times in letters going forward that our investigation would not compromise their investigation, and he had no objection to us calling the individuals named in their investigation to answer questions before our panel. We invited those individuals to testify, including Mike Madigan and Mike McLean. They declined to participate, unsurprisingly. We then sought to use the subpoena power of the Special Investigative Committee to compel their testimony, with the idea that how could we evaluate the conduct of Speaker Madigan without hearing from him and being able to ask him questions. House Democrats on the panel voted against those subpoenas. We held only 3 meetings over 3 months. We heard from only 1 witness when House Democrats voted unanimously that no charge was warranted for conduct unbecoming a legislator. They shut down an investigation and willfully ignored the conduct that was entered in federal court as part of the deferred prosecution agreement, which has resurfaced today in criminal charges against Mike Madigan. They willfully ignored that conduct in order to protect their own political patron. The investigation should have proceeded. The investigation should have gotten the answers, and we should have been acting in late fall of 2020 to take action against Speaker Madigan instead of waiting for the criminal justice system to do it for us. The important message here today is that ethics require more than just not breaking laws, that a culture of ethics in Springfield doesn't wait for an indictment to happen, but that we hold each other accountable, that we go through the appropriate process, and that we get the answers that we need when we need them.